Welcome to part 4 of our free UX UI Design Slicer Pane mini course. If you haven't watched parts 1, 2, or 3 yet, click the link in the description to check those out first. So the next thing we're going to do here is build out our selection information pane that will display to our users what's currently selected. So if we look at our completed report here and click on filters and select a couple filters, we can see here at the top that we're displaying the information of what's selected to our users. So let's open up our report that we're working on, open up the selection pane, and hide the slicer pane group. Next, we're going to open up visualizations, and we're going to insert a card new. Open up data, and then measures. Open up the measure folder, filter info, and drag in the measure called filter info month year. Let's go to Format Your Visual, General, Properties. We're going to make the height 30, and then we're going to make the width 293. Let's open up padding. The left side is going to be 5 pixels. The top is going to change to 0. The right will stay as 5, and then the bottom will change to 0. Let's keep scrolling down. Open up Effects, turn background off. Let's keep scrolling down and turn header icons off. Now let's switch over to visual settings, open up layout. For max card shown, we're going to change it to a 1. We're going to keep scrolling down, open up padding. Make sure the padding is 0 pixels on all 4 sides. Keep scrolling down, open up callout values. We're going to change the font to Sago UI. The size is going to be 8. For the color, we're going to click FX. We're going to change format style to field rule, and we're going to look for a measure under filter info called filter info text color month year, and click OK. Once we're done with this, I'm going to break down these measures and show you exactly how they're working. Let's keep scrolling down, open up label. We're going to leave it on, but change the space between label to 0. Then we're going to scroll back up and turn label off. Scroll down. We're going to open up cards, change the padding to custom. For the left side, we're going to go with 5 pixels. Top is going to be 0. Right side is going to be 5, and then the bottom is going to be 0. Let's keep scrolling down. We're going to turn background off. We're going to turn border off. All right, let's take that card and place it all the way to the left-hand side and stop when we see that vertical red dotted line. Let's zoom in. And then go to General, Position. We're going to decrease the vertical just a little bit in order to perfectly center that card in our background bar. So that looks good. Let's zoom back out to 100%. Now select that card and duplicate it 3 times. So Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Let's take that last card, hold Control, left click twice to select that background bar. And we're going to go to Format, Align to the right, click out, click on those other duplications. Now let's select all 4 of our cards. We're going to go to Format, Align Top, Align Distribute Horizontally, click out. Let's click on our second card, and we're going to change Filter Info Month Year to Filter Info Category. Click on the third card. We're going to change this one to Filter Info Country. Let's click on our last card. We're going to change that to Filter Info Manager. Now let's go back and select that category card. We're going to click Format Your Visual, Callout Values. We're going to click the FX, and we're going to change out Filter Info Text Color Month Year to Filter Info Text Color Category. So it's going to be in the Filter Info folder. You can see it right here. Click OK. Now let's click on our country card. Do the same thing here. Click FX. Switch that out to the Filter Info Text Color Country. And let's click our last one. Do the same thing. Measures. Switch it out to our Filter Info Text Color Manager. Click OK. All right, now let's go ahead and test these out. So we're going to open up our selection pane. Next, we're going to group these 4 cards. So I'm holding Control, I select them all, click Group. Let's make sure our group slicer pane is always on the top, just like that. We're going to right click in our new group to rename it. We're going to name it group underscore filter info. I'm also going to quickly go in here and just rename these cards and order them accordingly. All right, so that's all set. Now let's open up our slicer pane and select some filters. So we'll just select a period, select a country, some managers. All right, now let's go ahead and hide that. Take a look. All right, we can see those filters that we've applied are showing. We can also see here, if we look at the manager one, it's showing 7 selected. So this knows if we have too many managers selected to the point where it'll overlap within the button, it's going to change to a number. And that leads me to my pro UX UI tip number 8. Be your user. Always test out your report prior to publishing. So in this example here, because I tested these out prior, I knew that I can only fit 3 manager names in this card. Therefore, I needed to have the measure adjust when 3 or more managers were selected. So if I go over here and only select 2 managers, you can see that we have just enough room to fit them. But as soon as we select 3, we have to adjust that code so the manager name doesn't wrap in the button. Let's go ahead and see how these measures are working here. I'm going to open up data, and then under filter info, let's first look at filter info category. Now this is a pretty easy one here because we only have 2 categories. Therefore, we can show both categories in the card. The DAX is pretty simple here. We're just saying if a product category is filtered, display the word category, and then the categories that are selected. And then the last part would be this X emoji as well. If a category is not selected, then we'll show the word category followed by all. And you can see here we're using the concatenate X function to display the unique field values that are selected all on one row. All right, now the other 3 info measures are a little more involved since we're adding logic when we have over a certain number of fields selected. So if we look here, we can see filter info country, manager, and month year follow the exact same type of DAX logic. Let's just look at the country one. So we can see here at the very top, we're first creating a single column table containing all of the unique country names. And we're storing it in this variable. The next variable counts the rows within that table above. And then the last part is applying the logic. So if a country is not filtered, then we just want to show the word country followed by the word all. That's not true. That means we do have at least 1 country selected. Therefore, what we want to do here is show the word country followed by that actual number of countries selected. Then we're going to show the word selected and then this X emoji. And then the last part of the switch true is for when we don't have over 3 countries selected. So this is when we have 1 or 2 countries selected. So if that's true, then we're safe to show those country names within the card. All right, so now we're going to take this a step further here. It's great that we're able to modify the DAX to ensure that we don't have too many selections showing in the card. But we want our users to actually know what those selections are. So for example here, where it says manager 3 selected, I want the user to be able to hover over this and then see those 3 manager names that are selected. So we can accomplish this by adding simple tooltips. And as we can see, we added these red X's here. What we're doing is indicating to the users that they can clear the filters out right from here by clicking on them. They can't do that by clicking on the cards. So what we're going to do here is insert 4 blank buttons that will serve 2 purposes. It's going to allow the user to clear out the filter selections, and it's also going to show a tooltip indicating the selections that are selected. So let's go to insert button, blank button. Let's drag it right over here. Let's go to general properties, and we're going to make the height 34, and we're going to make the width 293. Let's go to button settings, style. Let's scroll down. We're We're going to turn icon off and border off. We're going to keep scrolling down, turn action on. And for now, we're just going to select bookmark and a bookmark of none. But then we're going to open up tooltip. For tooltip, we're going to click FX. We're going to open up measures and go to the folder called filter info tooltips. And we're going to select the one that is filter info tooltip period and click OK. Now let's take this button and drag it all the way to the top and then all the way to the left. You can see here that I have those 3 horizontal red lines. I'm going to drop it right there. And then I'm going to temporarily turn action off. I'm going to duplicate this button 3 times. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Drag this one over here, this one right here, and then this one right here. So I'm going to select the last one along with the manager card by clicking twice. We're going to go to Format, Align to the right. I'm going to click out. Now I'm going to select all 4 of our buttons. I'm going to go to Format, Align Top, Distribute horizontally. And then in the selection pane, while I have them selected, I'm just going to right click and group them. And these ones are going to be right over the filter info cards. Very important that you put that group over it and that you also have the group slicer pane at the very top again. I'm going to rename the group underscore filter tooltips. And then I'm going to quickly rename these buttons. All right. And once you've done that, you're going to click on the button category one, turn action on, open up tooltip, click FX, and you're going to switch out the period filter info to the category filter info tooltip. Under measures, go to folder number 6. This one will be category. Let's click on our button country, do the same thing, action on, FX, measures. This one will be country. And then let's do our last one, action on, FX, and we're going to select the manager one. All right. Now watch this. When we hover over the manager filter selected, look how it's now showing all of the managers that we have selected. Let's test this out even further here. Let's select more managers, hover over it. Now we can see all 8 managers that we have selected simply by hovering over that button. All right, well, that concludes part 4. We have one more part to go, so when you're ready, go check out part 5. There's a link in the description of this video.